Okay, so our goal is to graph this conic section, but first we have to figure out what it is. And to figure out what it is, we're gonna use the strategy of completing the square. So what I would first do is bring the constants to the right and group the x and y terms together. So I would subtract 5 to both sides and then put the x terms first. So let's rewrite this as x squared plus 10x followed by the y terms, so plus y squared minus 8y subtract 5 equals negative 5. Okay, now from here, I'm going to complete the square on the x variable and complete the square on the y variables. Now, let's recall from our algebra days that to complete the square, you're going to add b over 2 squared to each group. So for x, we'll have x squared plus 10x. Our b will be the coefficient of x, which will be 10. So 10 over 2 squared is what we're going to add there. So plus 5 squared. 10 over 2 is 5, so we're going to have that as 5 squared. And then for the y terms, we're going to add b as well. Well, we're going to add b over 2 squared as well. B is negative 8. So we'll have negative 8 over 2 squared. So we negative 8 over 2, which is negative 4 squared to each. Now, since we added 5 squared and negative 4 squared to the left side, we're going to also need to add it to the right side to keep the equation balanced. Now, what this does is that it helps make our factoring lives much easier. This will factor into x plus 5. All that to the second power. And the y terms will factor into y minus 4. That will always work when you complete the square. So that'll save you some time factoring. Now let's simplify the right side. So that's 25, and that's 16. So we're adding negative 5 plus 25 plus 16, so 20 plus 16. So the right side is 36. Now, usually, I would say divide by 36 because you want to figure out what type of conic section this is. But when you can see that there's no difference in the denominators of x or y. Let me say, for example, let's say we went and just divided by 36. It would look something like this, and that's how we would get 1. But, it's basically a perfect ellipse. It's an ellipse that opens up the same amount horizontally and vertically. So that's why this is a circle. A circle is, think of it like a symmetrical ellipse, like a perfect ellipse. So this is a circle. Let's go with center. Let's remember our equation of a circle. Let me write it up here. So x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. So h is going to be negative 5, because x minus negative 5 is x plus 5. K will be 4. And the radius is going to be 6, because we have 36 is equal to r squared. So the radius is the square root of 36, which is 6. So if we were to graph this, we plot this at negative 5, 4. So radius of 6, we go run through this point, that point, and 6 below. Or no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 below would be over there. 6 to the right would be over there. And so I'm going to attempt to draw a circle with this protractor as best I can. It's going to be something like that. I'll kind of missed the mark, but get the idea. So there's your circle.